In this video, we're going to make a classic granny square. This is a great beginner project because it gives you practice working into a magic ring, making chain stitches, double crochet stitches, and working into chain spaces. We'll also change colors between rounds so you can see how easy it is to create colorful granny squares. If you're ready to learn, grab a hook and some yarn and let's get started. For this project, you'll need yarn in 2 or more colors, a crochet hook, scissors, and a yarn needle. I'm using a medium weight number 4 yarn and 5mm crochet hook, but you can use whatever you have on hand. We're going to start by making a magic ring. If you need a refresher on how to make a magic ring, I've linked the tutorial in the description. Once you have your magic ring, chain 3. This chain 3 counts as a first double crochet stitch. And when we get back around to the beginning, we're going to have to slip stitch into this 3rd chain. And sometimes it can be a little bit tricky to find. So what you can do is place a stitch marker into that 3rd chain, and then it's easier to find when you get back around. Next, we'll make 2 double crochet stitches into the magic ring, and then we'll chain 2. That creates our first corner. Make 3 more double crochet stitches, and chain 2 for the next corner. If your tail end is starting to get a bit short, just pull on it gently to close the ring slightly, but don't close it all the way because you still need to work into it. We'll make 3 more double crochet stitches, two chains, 3 double crochet stitches, and 2 more chains for our last corner. Now we'll slip stitch into that 3rd chain. When you do the slip stitch, pick up both loops of the stitch. Now gently pull on your tail end to close up the ring, and we have our first round of our granny square. Now if you were going to continue with this color, you would chain 3, turn your work over so that you're working on the opposite side. That helps keep your granny square square and it doesn't get misshapen. We'll make 2 double crochet stitches into the corner, chain 2, and then make 3 double crochet stitches into the same corner. And you would continue around making 3 double crochet stitches, 2 chain, 3 double crochet stitches in each of the remaining 3 corners, and then slip stitch to that top of your chain 3. But we're going to change colors. So what we'll do is cut our yarn and just pull it up through the stitch to fasten off. Take your new color, make a slip knot, and place it on your hook. Now, just like we did when we were doing the same color, we're going to turn our work over and work on the opposite side. You can start in any one of the corners. I'm going to insert my hook into this corner, yarn over, pull it through the corner, and then pull it through the stitch on the hook to make a slip stitch. And just gently pull on the tail end to tighten that slip stitch. Chain 3. That will count as our first double crochet, and if you want, you can place a stitch marker to mark the 3rd chain. and then make 2 double crochet stitches. Chain 2, and then make 3 double crochet stitches in the same corner. Now we go to the next corner and we'll make 3 double crochet stitches. Chain 2, and 3 more double crochet stitches. And we'll do the same thing in the third corner. 3 double crochet stitches, chain 2, and then 3 double crochet stitches. We've got one more corner, so 3 double crochet stitches, just untangle my yarn, chain 2, 3 more double crochet stitches, and then slip stitch to that third chain of the starting chain. So round 2 is complete. We're going to change it back to our original color. So we're going to cut the yarn, pull it through the stitch to fasten off, and get our new yarn, or our original yarn. Make a slip knot, and again, turn your work over and move all of your tail ends to the same side. You can start in any one of the spaces. So I'll start in this corner. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull it through, and then pull it through the loop on the hook. Tighten it up a little bit and chain 3. Make 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet stitches. Now before we get to the next corner, we have a space on the side. So we're going to place 3 double crochet stitches into that space. And then moving to the next corner, we'll do 3 double crochet stitches, two chains, and 3 double crochet stitches. We're at a side space, so we'll do 3 double crochet stitches, and then in the corner, 3 double crochet stitches, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet stitches. We'll make 3 double crochet stitches into this side space. And in the final corner, 3 double crochet stitches. Chain 2, 3 more double crochet stitches, and one last side space. So that's 3 double crochet stitches. And then to finish off the round, we slip stitch into the 3rd chain of the starting chain. You can continue making your granny square larger by repeating that last round, round 3. As you can see, we now have 2 side spaces on each side. Every new round will add another side space between the corners. So you'll work 3 double crochets into every side space, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets in every corner space, and continue until your granny square reaches the size you want. When your granny square reaches the size that you want, cut the yarn, leaving a tail. This time when we fasten off, instead of just pulling the yarn up through the stitch, we're going to yarn over, pull it through the loop, and then tighten it. This is a more secure way to fasten off than the way we're fastening off the inner rows. Using a yarn needle, weave in all the ends. If you need a refresher on fastening off and weaving in ends, I've linked that tutorial in the description. And your granny square is finished. Granny squares are incredibly versatile. They're one of the most popular crochet shapes and are often used to make blankets, bags, pillows, cardigans, and many other projects. They're also a great way to use up leftover yarn and experiment with color combinations. If you have any questions, please pop them in the comments. And if you found this tutorial helpful, a thumbs up helps other left-handed crocheters find it. Thanks for watching.